Hello everyone, welcome to Hyder Explains. We're diving into another incredible mystery. So sit back, relax, let's uncover the truth together. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Let's get started.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving straight into the absolutely fascinating true story and honestly some of the wildest rumors surrounding India's greatest monument, the Taj Mahal. We're going to pull out actual historical records to separate fact from fiction and uncover the real history, which, as you'll see, is even more incredible than the myths. All right, let's jump right in. Now, you've probably seen those messages that get endlessly forwarded in your group chats. You know the ones, the pervasive WhatsApp University myths, claiming there are dark secrets behind locked doors, gruesome tales of severed hands, or even hidden gods. These stories pop up everywhere, essentially painting the Taj Mahal as a stolen Hindu temple. But how much of that is actually grounded in reality? Let's explore that together. So here is our roadmap for today. 1. Myths versus true romance. 2. Behind the closed doors. 3. The temple conspiracy. 4. Did workers lose hands? And 5. The real architectural marvel. All right, section 1. Myths versus true romance. Before we even look at the architecture of the building itself, we really have to look at the people involved. There's this glaring mathematical contradiction between the two most popular conspiracy theories out there. See, one claims the Taj Mahal is actually a temple built in the 13th century, while another claims Shah Jahan chopped off the hands of his workers after building it in the 17th century. Guys, these two events are separated by a whopping 450 years. Logically speaking, both of these theories simply cannot be true at the same time. To find the truth, we just have to look at the documented timeline. Shah Jahan, who was born Khurram in 1592, married Arjumand Banu Begum, who we all know as Mumtaz Mahal, in 1612. Now, it's true Shah Jahan did have other wives for political alliances, but court historians note those were marriages in name only. His affection for Mumtaz, however, was exceptionally deep. It was genuine. I mean, she even accompanied him on complex diplomatic negotiations and military campaigns. 14. That is the truly staggering number of children Shah Jahan and Mumtaz had together. Tragically, in 1631, Mumtaz passed away from a postpartum hemorrhage while giving birth to this 14th child. And historical accounts tell us Shah Jahan was just paralyzed with grief. He mourned in total isolation for a year. And when he finally emerged, his back was bent and his hair had turned completely white. It was this profound, very human grief that drove him to build her an unparalleled final resting place. Moving right along, section 2, behind the closed doors. Shifting to the modern day for a second, we have to ask, what is really hiding behind those 22 closed doors? Recently, a BJP politician filed a petition in the Allahabad High Court demanding these doors be opened, claiming they might be hiding Hindu idols. Meanwhile, other wild rumors suggested they hid fabled good days, like cheap petrol or employment opportunities. Ultimately, the court dismissed the petition, asking for an actual historical or legal basis for the claim, and specifically noting that the public interest litigation system was being mocked here. Well, according to the Archaeological Survey of India, there's honestly no grand mystery. These 22 rooms are actually just a long structural basement corridor, which is super common in Mughal monuments for foundation support. The ASI regularly goes down there for routine maintenance. It's cordoned off simply for crowd control. I mean, with over 100,000 daily visitors, opening up a narrow basement would be an absolute logistical nightmare. And to prove it, the ASI even released photos of the empty corridors in their public newsletter. Which brings us to section 3, the temple conspiracy theory. The core of this entire conspiracy really revolves around one big question. Did Shah Jahan forcefully annex a Hindu temple from Raja Jai Singh to build the Taj? Back in 2015, a petition in an Agra court claimed exactly this, that a temple was inherited by Raja Man Singh, passed down to Raja Jai Singh, and then forcefully taken by Shah Jahan in 1632. But what does the actual history say? Actually, the truth is preserved right there in an official record dated December 28, 1633. You can still see this document in Jaipur's city palace today. It shows that Raja Jai Singh actually had very close friendly ties with the Mughals, and he wanted to donate his land to Shah Jahan for free to build the tomb. But Shah Jahan refused to just take it. Instead, they made a fair trade. Shah Jahan gave Raja Jai Singh 4 entire palaces in exchange for that one specific piece of land. So no force and no stolen temple. Now, this is where it gets kind of wild. This fake temple theory can basically be traced back to one man, P.N. Oak, a self-proclaimed historian. His methodology wasn't based on documents or carbon dating. It was literally based on words that just sounded vaguely similar. For example, he claimed the Vatican was a Hindu temple because it sounds like Vatika. He claimed Christianity was actually Krishniti, inspired by Krishna. And yep, he is the exact same person who decided Taj Mahal sounded like Tejo Mahalia. Because of Oak's, let's call it, active imagination, this WhatsApp University myth has had to be officially debunked multiple times over the decades. In 2015, the Union Cultural Minister confirmed there was zero evidence of a temple. In 2017, the ASI officially stated it is a tomb, not a temple. And way back in 2000, the Supreme Court of India dismissed P.N. Oak's very own petition, famously ridiculing him by saying it seemed he was bitten by a bee. Okay, Section 4. Did workers lose hands? Now this one is perhaps the most gruesome rumor of all, and surprisingly, it's still repeated today by modern politicians giving speeches. The myth claims workers' hands were chopped off so they could never build another monument as beautiful. But just think about the absolute logistical absurdity of this for a second. We're talking about 20,000 workers. Did they all just stand in a polite little queue waiting for their hands to be amputated? Wouldn't there be mass panic, runaways, a full-on rebellion? Furthermore, archaeologists have never found a single skeletal remain of 40,000 severed hands, and no foreign traveler or court historian of the time ever wrote a single word about it. Instead of that gruesome mutilation story, here is the beautiful historical fact. Shah Jahan deeply respected his artisans. He built a massive settlement for them called Tajganj, right next to the monument. And you want the best proof that their hands weren't chopped off? The descendants of those original thousands of masons and workers still live in Tajganj today. They are happily practicing the exact same skills passed down from their forefathers. It's absolutely incredible. And, if you just need one more piece of logical proof, look at these incredible monuments. The new city of Shahjahanabad in Delhi, the Red Fort, and the Jama Masjid. These enormous, complex structures were built by the Mughal Empire right after the Taj Mahal. How could they have possibly built these architectural wonders if they had just severed the hands of all their best builders? Simple answer, they couldn't have. Finally, let's hit Section 5, the real architectural marvel. Because the documented reality of how the Taj Mahal was actually constructed is infinitely more impressive than any fabricated mystery you're going to find on social media. Just consider this staggering number. 22,000. That is the approximate number of daily laborers who worked tirelessly every single day for 22 straight years to construct this tomb. And they didn't do it alone. They worked alongside more than 1,000 elephants that were used to transport incredibly heavy building materials all across the land. The chief architect, Ustad Ahmad Lahori, didn't just source local materials either. He gathered the finest gems and stones literally from across the entire globe. White marble was brought in from Rajasthan, jade and crystal all the way from China, sapphires from Sri Lanka, and carnelian from Arabia. It was a massive global undertaking to bring this masterpiece to life. Today, this UNESCO World Heritage Site holds immense meaning. For many, it resonates with the words of the poet Shakil, who wrote, "An emperor built the majestic Taj Mahal and gave the world a symbol of love." This is that poetic, romantic perspective that draws millions of tourists from around the globe to just witness its beauty. But history is wonderfully complex, and we can also contrast that with the legendary poet Sahir Ludhianvi, who offered a completely different, highly critical lens. He wrote, "An emperor created a display of wealth to ridicule the affection of the poor. It's a really powerful reminder of the sheer unimaginable opulence required to build such a monument, especially while common people lived vastly different lives." So that brings us to a final question for you to really ponder. Is it a symbol of undying love or a lavish display of wealth? What does the real history of the Taj Mahal mean to you? Whatever your answer is, I hope this explainer has empowered you to officially ditch those baseless WhatsApp rumors. The true, meticulously documented history of the seventh wonder of the world is a multifaceted marvel all on its own. Thank you so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe to Hyder Explains, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next mystery. See you in the next video.